time of year for apples, and I'm going to show you how to make some fabulous apple pies, and you can do this with pears or apples. And I have cheated. The first thing you want to do is pop out and buy yourself some ready rolled puff pastry. This is all butter puff. You'll probably get about 4 of these pies out of 1 sheet of that pastry that you buy, depending on how big your saucers are. And then cut out your rounds. Don't roll the pastry at all. Put it onto a baking tray, and you can line it with a bit of baking parchment if you want to. Okay, get your oven really nice and hot, 200 degrees Celsius. That's kind of gas mark 6. Now, we're going to make very quickly, and I've started a little bit, some Frangipane almond paste. So in here we have got butter, caster sugar, beaten together with an egg and a tablespoon of flour, plain flour. And into that now I'm going to add the almonds. Just ground almonds. You can use ground pistachio nuts if you like. That would go an amazing kind of green colour. And you just want to mix that together. Now you can put booze in. I love a bit of booze. Amaretti, or you could put in some cognac or Grand Marnier, something like that. Even rum would be, dark rum would be quite nice. So as I said before, butter, sugar, a bit of beaten egg, a little flour, and your ground almonds. That's it. So we're now ready. Choose your apples well. I love this time of year either russets or Cox's apples. Cut them into quarters, core them and slice them. Don't bother taking the skins off. That's an absolute waste of time because the skins look really pretty and they supply a bit of roughage. I love these old sort of knives that you pick up in charity shops. They're really great for doing something like this. And then take a good old spoon of your Frangipane mixture, like that. I think I've been a bit mean on that one there, so let's put a little bit more. Then you don't need a palette knife, you know, just get something that's got a bit of a flat edge. And what you want to do now is just spread it out. You know what I love about these pies or tarts, whatever you want to call them, is you don't have to bake anything blind or do anything like that. It's really, really quick. And I love to serve these. My favourite thing to serve these with is custard. And I do a rosemary custard, which you can actually turn into ice cream, rosemary ice cream, which is fantastic with apples. Or just beautiful creme fraiche, or sour cream, or thick, full fat Greek yogurt with them, or even ice cream. That's the most difficult bit. So now you're going to take your apples and you are just going to place them so that the outside skin is facing on the outside, and you're just going to overlap them just very, very slightly, like so. Now don't worry if you slice them all and they go a little bit brown, because when they go back in the oven they'll be fine. Obviously don't slice them too far ahead, and if you are, then just make sure that you put a little bit of lemon juice on. And then just keep going. You see? So you're kind of building them up from the outside in, slightly overlapping as you go. Don't worry if it builds up in the centre, don't worry about that, because as it cooks it will flatten. The final thing you want to do just before it goes into the oven is just to sprinkle with a little bit of caster sugar, just going all over. And that's it. If you want to, you can brush the edges of the pastry with a bit of beaten egg. I'm not going to bother doing that because this is really lovely pastry. It's all made with butter, so it should colour up really, really nicely with the help of the sugar. Those are going in the oven now. They'll probably take, I think, around about 15-20 minutes to cook, but keep an eye on them.